configuring those and whatnot. So what we would do is we would go to Add, and then we would go to Video Capture Device, which is going to be our webcam. So we'll go ahead and type in webcam 2, and then go ahead and hit OK. Once we do that, it's going to allow us to select the device, which here's my webcam, the C615 Logitech. We can configure it, we can adjust the audio quality and stuff like that. I'm going to cancel out of it because I already have one set up, but you're going to want to go in and create a global source for your webcam. That way you don't have to go back in and do it over and over again. So I'm going to start us from scratch so you'll know how to set up a scene from scratch and get started streaming on Twitch. So if we go here, I got something that I have called the tutorial scene, which has no sources.
Don't have it. I got me.
Here. So these scenes over here is going to be basically, if we go to scene 2 or scene 1 here, and then we go to preview stream, you're going to see this here. You're going to see my webcam there in the bottom. I don't have any games up there, but if I go to scene 2, you'll see here I got Hearthstone playing in the background, and you see me down there in the lower right, which is my webcam talking to this microphone. So that's kind of what a scene is. It shows you kind of what the setup's going to be when your viewers are viewing your stream on Twitch or wherever you may be streaming. So we'll go ahead and stop that preview now. If you ever want to preview your stream and kind of see what it's going to look like, you just click that preview stream button right there. So now that we have our scene named, and if you want to add a scene, you just right click there under the scene box and then go to add scene, and then we'll just give it a name and hit OK. So now that we have our scene created, we're going to add a few sources. The first source that you're going to want to add is your webcam, just because it makes it easier, and I'll tell you why here in a second. So we'll go to right-click, add, and then we'll go down to global source, and we'll select our webcam, which is what we've already added under global sources. And then we'll just hit OK. Now our webcam is ready to go. Now if we went right now and we went and preview the stream, you're just going to see my face. You're just going to see the webcam right there, all right in your face.
Yeah, say yes.
Go ahead and stop that stream right there. The next thing you're going to want to do is add your game capture. So what we'll do is we'll go to right click, add, and then we'll go down here to where you see window or monitor capture, and then right at the bottom you're going to see something that says game capture. So click on game capture.
Yes.
And then even if you want to name the game, so we'll go ahead and name it Hearthstone or whatever game you're playing at the time, and then hit OK. Now right here you're going to see something that says select an application. So we're going to go ahead and select under the drop down menu Hearthstone. So you got to make sure the game is running in the background in order to select that application, and then if you can't see it here, hit refresh and it should come up, and then hit OK. So now if we preview the screen, it's just going to show Hearthstone. So what we have to do is overlay our webcam on top of Hearthstone. In order for us to do that, while we're previewing it, we'll select the webcam source, which is right here, and we'll right click on it, and then we'll go to order, and then we'll move it up. So now it's above the game. But I want, obviously, my webcam to be smaller than this huge screen here. I don't want you to see me. So what we'll do is we'll go to Edit Scene while I have that selected, and now it's going to bring up these nice little corners where I can drag and rotate and resize my webcam. So I'll leave the webcam maybe right down there in the right corner. I can click and hold and drag it wherever I may want that webcam to be on the scene. So I'm going to leave it in the lower right-hand side. So again, you can go to select that source and then go to Edit Scene, and it'll allow you to readjust and realign and drag the scene the way that you want it. So now that that is done, we have our game, we have our webcam, and we've set up our audio with our microphone, our desktop audio, and we've also set up our video. Now we're ready to go. So basically now what you're going to have to do is play around with these settings. So this is just to get you started. Obviously there's more stuff you can do, like follower notifications, sub notification, things like that, and I'll do more in-depth tutorials on that later. But if you need to adjust your audio, so let's say you need to adjust your audio for your microphone's too loud. This right here, where you see this red here, if I click and hold and drag right where the microphone volume is, I can drag it all the way to 100% and drag it all the way down to 0. So obviously you want to look at that and see, ask your audience and say, hey, is my voice too loud? Is the game overbearing? And you adjust it there. And then your desktop audio or game audio is going to be right over here to the right. Once we have everything that we